Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Impy, and I got some more recorded matches from my BattleSpot Championship battles. So, those constant DC curses, they just ruined my record so horribly, and apparently if I try to live stream it, I get cursed even more. So, I'm just gonna record some of these matches instead for my battle record. So, my opponent here is gonna lead with a Torkoal and Lilligant lead. He's gonna go for a Chlorophyll after you set up, so here comes after you from the Lilligant. So the Torkoal's gonna go next and gonna go for the Eruption. So already, this ain't looking good for my team, but thankfully I led with my Nihilego and my Pheromosa. So my Pheromosa's focus action is gonna trigger, and I'm gonna return the Lilligant's kind offer with a lunge attack. And down goes the Lilligant. My Pheromosa is gonna get a nice power boost, and my Nihilego is gonna return the kind offer onto the Torkoal with a power jump to the face, and also gonna get a nice power boost. So already my two Ultra Beasts are working wonders against my opponent. So out comes another weather pair, a Gigalith and a Garchomp. So here comes my opponent's gonna go for the Wire Guard. He's gonna go for an Earthquake, but I'm gonna go for the YOLO high jump tip, and this is YOLO high jump because I could have easily missed right there. That reduction of 1/4 or 1/5 is really dangerous. And I'm just gonna try and go for a Grass Knot onto the Gigalith. Unfortunately, I missed the knockout, just by a margin. So I'm gonna lose my Pheromosa here, but the match is over. There's nothing my opponent can do, especially now that I have my Tapu Lele out. So that's the end of this match. My opponent kind of forfeits at the end there. So moving on to my next one, I'm going to go with the Snow Duo lead, and I'm going to bring in the Tapus. So yeah, this was another victory. This was another very nail-biting victory. Not really, but there was a moment where I almost didn't know if I didn't have enough speed. So my Snowflake and Icicle lead is going out there. My Snowflake can accept the Snow Warning. Icicle's just gonna take a little speed boost, and my opponent's gonna go for a Rage Powder. So there goes the Rage Powder, but I circumnavigate the Rage Powder with a Rock Slide. So Butterfree's gonna not like that very much. And then my Snowflake's gonna go for the Blizzard. That does a lot of damage to the Cloyster. But the Cloyster tanked it up pretty well and is going to go for the Shell Smash. So now he's going to get his speed boosts, he's going to get his attack boosts, and he has a White Herb. That clever little guy. He got a White Herb to restore his stats. So now he's got +2 and everything, and his stats aren't negative. So he's gonna go for a Rock Blast into my Ninetales. My Snowflake is not gonna survive this, by the way. There's no way she's surviving that. So down goes my Ninetales. So here comes the fun part. So my Sandlash goes for the Rock Slide into the Dragonite and the Cloyster. Cloyster is gonna go down. I really need to get rid of the Cloyster. But then I see my opponent has a weakness policy. So I'm like, oh crap. And so I'm praying at this point that I'm praying for a flinch. I don't want this thing to get a Dragon Dance off, and it goes for the Dragon Dance. It gets the Dragon Dance off. So now not only is this Dragonite faster, now he's got a +3 in his attack. But here's the kicker. I'm not sure if I'm faster than this Dragonite. So all I can do is hope for the best. So I'm going to send in Tapu Lele here. He's going to get the Psychic Surge off, so no more priority moves. And here comes the good part. My Sandlash is still faster than the Dragonite. So I'm still faster. I get the knockout onto the Dragonite. I did some good damage against the Porygon-Z. And Tapu Lele is just gonna finish off the Porygon-Z. So, oh my goodness, my Snow Duo definitely working wonders for me. And so here comes my next opponent. So, this guy I battled like twice in the same day. And the first time he kind of wrecked me. Yeah, and here's the fun part. He's got a lot of he's got a lot of shinies on his team. So he went with the same lead that he went with last time. He had Garchomp Raichu. So I'm thinking, okay, he's gonna go for the Protect onto his Raichu, and he's gonna go for the Earthquake with his Garchomp. So knowing my Nihilego is gonna faint if I stick it out there, my opponent goes for what I said: Protect with the Raichu, Earthquake with the Garchomp. So my Serena tanks this up pretty well. Unfortunately, my Tapu Fini does not tank it up pretty well. So that's the end of my... Fini's done all she can, but she tanks it up not well, so here it goes though. Raichu's gonna switch out, so I know my opponent's gonna switch out his Raichu. He's not gonna risk it, and since he's got the Arcanine out, I know he's not gonna risk his Earthquake. So I also switch out my Tapu Fini and send in my Nihilego to tank up this follow-up attack, not knowing what it was. And what do you know, he goes for the Poison Jab. So my Nihilego tanks that up pretty well. And I circumnavigate the Intimidate with a U-turn. Now, if only I had U-turned into the Garchomp, maybe I could have done a lot more. But, you know what? Pheromosa is going to come in. She's not going to be intimidated by the Arcanine, which means she can go for the full-on attack into the Garchomp. I really need to get this Garchomp off the field. I could not take the risk with it being on the field and against my Nihilego. But that rocky helmet and rough skin is definitely going to hurt my Pheromosa's chances of surviving this next attack. And here comes the Flare Blitz. So I lose my Pheromosa here. She goes down, but you know what? She did all she could. She did what she could. So my Nihilego survives, and Arcanine's going to go down to the Power Gem. So now my Nihilego has a +1 in special attack. So that takes care of his two shiny heavyweights, Garchomp and Arcanine. So I send in my Serena, because I know what's coming up next. It's gonna be his Raichu. He's gonna probably try a fake out, but I'm not gonna give him the chance. So I'm gonna send in my Alexandra Serena. She's gonna Protect. And here comes a Blizzard. So I kind of read this Blizzard coming in. Not really, but I didn't want to take any chances. My Nihilego's gonna tank it up pretty well. And I'm just gonna go for a Thunderbolt into the Starmie. So I took that Starmie down. And I know that this Raichu is running a Focus Sash, so I didn't even try to attack it. Now that the Starmie is gone, he's got nothing left besides this Raichu. And I've still got Tapu Fini in the back. So this assault-vested Nihilego is super powerful. Tanks up the special attacks easily. Endures the Thunderbolt. And I'm just going to finish this off with a U-turn. So well done, my Alexandra. My team was working wonders. So I will see you all next time for more recorded BattleSpot matches. I have some more to show off. I'll see you all next time. Toodaloo!